Good afternoon and welcome back to Russell Does Stuff. My name is Russell. I work 6 hours on Monday, 6 hours on Tuesday, and when I don't get finished up, I'll take care of sometime during the week. Today's video is about assets, and a good example of an asset is this purple truck here. This truck makes me money. I've had this truck over 10 years. The loan I took out on this truck was for the longest period possible so I could keep my truck payment low. Okay. By keeping my truck payment low, I was growing a business at that time. So the two trucks that I had before this were garbage cans. They were $2,500, $1,500 trucks that I could destroy, but they were getting me from one point of my business to the next point. It was a ladder. I was climbing a ladder. Having a brand new truck at that stage in the business was stupid. I wasn't making enough money and was where I needed to be to cover that expense. I needed to put money into equipment, not transportation equipment. I needed the equipment to get the properties done quicker and faster and give the customers a better quality than the quality I was giving them with the junk that I was mowing and taking care of their properties with. This old truck has been a blessing in my life. This was a cornerstone of my success, and I planned it. I paid this truck off 3 or 4 years ago, and then that money that I'm saving every month by not having a truck payment, I'm putting into other things, other investments. I've freed up that cash to go towards other stuff. When this truck breaks, I fix it. I change the spark plugs, the coils. I put a fuel pump in the gas tank. Just a few bolts, lifted the bed of the truck off. I used an engine hoist, and I put a fuel pump in it. I don't know if it needed a fuel pump or not, but there was a bunch of codes saying that was the problem. But either way, at 120,000 miles, I felt better having a new fuel pump in there. So I put brakes on this truck every 2 years. I put tires on this truck every 3 years. And I shop around and I get the best price for the best tire. I run these Hercules. I put Hercules on everything now. All the Jeeps that I restore have Hercules tires on them. They're all weather. They last longer than the company that has good in their name. I used to buy those tires. They wear out too quick. I don't know what the deal with them were, but they were more expensive than these tires, and I've had nothing but good luck with these tires. These tires are an asset. They make me money. This truck makes me money. My lawn and landscaping business doesn't make me money while I'm sleeping, but the money that I'm saving by not having payments on this trailer and those mowers and that blower and this 2-cycle equipment can make me money while I'm sleeping. I can put that money in a CD. I'm looking at CDs right now. Interest rates 4.16% at the credit union I'm at. So let's say you got $100,000. Do the math. You're going to have to pay taxes on it. You're going to have to ignore that money. I ignored this payment. I just made it every month when I had to make payments on this truck. I didn't think about it. It was a write-off. So when I purchase a CD, I'm not going to think about it because tomorrow comes like that. Christmas is here already. Everything is in a blink of an eye. I put my money into a CD. That's 6 or 7 accounts right there. I'm making money while I'm sleeping. You don't make money while you're sleeping, you'll never be wealthy. So when I rent this house out, I've talked to a realtor today. She's going to come over and assess it, find out how much I can get a month in rent for it. I'll be making money while I sleep. That is my goal. I've been too busy working to make money. Now I'm only working 12, 13 hours a week. I have time to think about other ways of making money. I'm not all about money. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy that just wants to keep shoving money into his mouth. I don't want to have 200 rental properties. I don't want to have a life like that. I want to make money while I'm sleeping, doing something that aligns with my thinking, etc. You know, if you're watching this video and your goal is to own a yacht and a jet and a house in Morocco, you're in the wrong spot. Not saying that people can't achieve that kind of stuff, but it's hard. You know, go find an ant pile in your yard and point out one of them ants and say, oh, that's the ant that's going to go be a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. Go find the ant in that pile that's going to be a billionaire. It's not easy. Set your goals high, you know. Not saying not to do that, but being realistic is what I am. What am I capable of? Well, I was capable of paying this truck off. I was capable of starting a business that cash flowed. It paid me every month a check. Someone was sending me a check. That's what I was capable of. I preached in some of my earlier videos. I was only interested in that slice of a pie. I don't want the whole pie. I want a little piece. So I plan on getting another 100,000 miles out of this truck. Right now, it's probably worth $8,000 if I cleaned it up, detailed it, and got the tree in the back of the bed pulled out. But I plan on keeping it. I only need it for 13 times 6 times 5, and then 2 times 6, because I have every other week off in the winter. So that's 12 hours times 2 for 6, and then I need this truck every week for those hours in the summer. I'm not driving it much anymore. I think it can last a long time. I've done the research on putting a new engine in this truck. The engine in this truck isn't desirable, which I didn't know that 10 years ago. I wanted a V6. It's not the 4.3, it's the other engine. They don't have cores on those motors. So when I want a remanufactured engine, I'm going to have to put my name on a list, and they're going to have to look for one. Okay. My goal was to put a remanufactured engine in this vehicle when it becomes about 15 years old. So I'm a little ways off from executing that. I've done my research already, and I've talked to the biggest engine company in America. He knows who I am, and I know who he is. So I've done some proper planning already. So this old truck is an asset. It's not sucking me dry with repairs or any of that stuff. Something to think about. When I see businesses with older vehicles, I know why. They're doing something else with that money that they're not spending on car payments for new stuff. I know companies that have all brand new vehicles. everybody's going to run and do their businesses differently. Okay. That's just how I climbed my ladder to get where I'm at. So, well, I hope this video helps out someone. Buy used vehicles. Turn them into assets. There's a vehicle right here that's not an asset, but it's paid off. I take that vehicle to the grocery store, run some errands and stuff in it. It's not an asset. It's not out on the road doing Uber or anything, but it's paid off. When I bought that Jeep, Mercedes used to be a part of Chrysler. So most of that has been engineered by Mercedes. That thing costs me tires, batteries, headlights are always going out on it. The headlights on that thing are impossible to change. You need to have really thin hands to get in there and do that. But that's another video on another day. But that Jeep's not an asset at all. I can't write off the mileage. I can't write off the repairs or anything because it's not used for anything like that. My other truck is an asset. I use that to run estimates, go get supplies, business meetings, etc. That's also paid off. So I have assets that are paid off. And that was my goal. And I achieved my goal. So now I want to take the money that I'm not dumping into car payments and truck payments, and I'm putting that money in other areas that make me money while I'm sleeping. So I'm going to keep this video short. This is just some nuggets to think about. And if you like this kind of stuff, hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.